And that was a wonderful, wonderful keynote address, and definitely has left us, I think, with a lot to think about as we move forward. And that's really what our symposium is. It's not just about a knowledge base and information to be able to provide. It's also to how do we spur on new ideas, develop new connections and networks, work through lots of complicated, complex issues, as Dr. Montoya mentioned, to find solutions that really benefit the future. We're not only needed to be stewards of the resource of water and the land. We are stewards, taking this point in time and reaching that out for future generations, that they are able to again engage in the same way we are engaging now to a next level, and keep elevating that to a point to where they can find their sustainable mark on then building the foundation for then future generations. So this definitely does not stop with us, and is not just about the current contemporary times. It is about the future and what we need to do with the future. But we're not done yet. I want to turn over the spotlight and the showcase to our fearless leader, Rio de la Vista. She's got a poem that she would definitely like to share with all of you. Some parting words that again reinforce reinforce the challenges, but also the excitement associated with working through this in a positive, constructive manner. And we do want to focus on what is the constructive nature of this. How do we take this forward and find productive win-win outcomes that do benefit all of us? So Rio, I'll give you some final words, and then I'll close us out at the end.
Okay, thank you so much, Armando, for being our fearless Master of Ceremonies, and Dr. Montoya for just a incredibly thought-provoking presentation, and to all these presenters. We have such a does make me hopeful, hopefully in a pragmatic way for our future. And I wanted to finish with a poem, one more poem from our the inspiration for the theme for today, Justice Greg Hobbs. And I think it'll speak to the dimensions of this that we heard about today from our different presenters. It's entitled, "You Know What Water Means." You know what water means when you have to squeeze the water from a plant to stay alive. You know what water means if you're the plant or the river or any wild thing. You know what water means. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Minister, do you know what water means? Oh, you high court justices, do you know what water means? Imagine you're a woman storing water in an ostrich egg for when the water disappears. You know what water means. Imagine you're a seed that never knows the joy of having roots. You know what water means. Imagine you're a river or a wild thing or a person. You know what water means. So I think we all know what water means, and we learned more today about how we can come together to take care of it. And as I like to say, give it to the future of our communities, of our state, of our downstream neighbors, be part of the bigger solution that we do have opportunities for. As again, the theme said, in scarcity, it's an opportunity for community. So I'm grateful to be in this community and have all of you showing up on a Saturday to join us for this discussion. And it's just been a great honor, and I'm grateful to everyone. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Rio. We're grateful for you. And we as Dr. Montoya says, sometimes we're preaching to the choir when we look at what water means, and we're trying to share that. We're trying to share that meaningful aspect of water throughout our society, throughout our communities. And part of that meaning has an evolutionary aspect too. Some of that meaning keeps to change. And so that will end our symposium for our 2022 year. Please plan on joining us again for the 2023 symposium. And I'm sure we'll find a way to get Rio involved in that as well, because that is very important to us as well. But as a final, we do want to thank our sponsors, the Rio Grande Conservation District, the Colorado Water Conservation Board, we have Canales Water Conservancy, Colorado Trout Unlimited here in the San Luis Valley, Koshevik and Associates. I don't know if I got Christine's name right there. I'm sorry, Christine, if I didn't. San Luis Valley Irrigation District and the Rio Grande Reservoir, San Luis Valley Water Conservancy District, the Off Family Ranch, Colorado Open Lands, and the Headwater Alliance out of Cree. Thank you so much for everyone. And thank you to all of you who are participants and able to join us today, including our panelists, our speakers. This could not happen. We could not bring community together unless we were able to have events like this. So thank you. Have a wonderful, safe weekend, and we'll be in touch soon.